Okay, y'all. What's good? It's been a while. I'm just gonna walk right into this video because that's what I usually do. And it's been over a year since my battle with loneliness video, and I think it's a perfect time to re-enter that subject since I do plan on posting again. I do plan on being more consistent. And the thing is, if y'all knew how many videos I had like this in my camera roll that have not made it out, it is crazy. I'm trying to get to that point. I will get to that point. I have so much material I need to get out of the way. Um, but life happens. You gotta go away for some time to find the love for it again and come back to it. And I got all the time in the world. I'm only 23, but I do need to get moving. But 50 seconds in, had to get all the announcements out the way. All my social medias to the Jabari Show. TikTok, it's J. Dot. I'll put it all in the fucking in the bio, in the freaking bio. But yeah, nice little update on loneliness, battles with loneliness, and I haven't did any thinking about this subject. I just hit play on the camera, so once again, I might get all over the place, but you can just turn this on in the background if you're doing something else, or you can just pay attention. I don't know, but let's see how it goes. What I've learned in the last year about loneliness is we're all bound to have moments and periods of life where we're either going to be alone or, we're going to feel alone. And that is normal. You know, do not feel like you're being punished for feeling lonely or being lonely. And because, look, plenty of times in my life, I have been surrounded by groups of people, a large amount of people, and I have felt terribly lonely. I mean, crippling loneliness. And I'm surrounded by people that I love and care about, or that I think I love and care about. And that's normal. It's not you're not broke, or you might be a little broken because we're all a little broken, but you're not something that can't be fixed. You're just having a lonely moment, a lonely season. Like typically around this time, winter time, well, fall, winter time, like usually the last 3 or 4 months of the year are my worst. And the summer is usually my best. Like working from that April to like August zone, I'm great. But then it hits like September to January. And February, March is like gotta just reset. Um, but so that's completely normal. You're gonna have moments where you're not feeling the greatest or you're not feeling loved enough. And my homework for y'all as of right now is to, if you got somebody in your life, like let's say you got a partner and you're feeling lonely, I say voice that. Voice why you're feeling lonely. Also do some deep thinking. Maybe you need some time alone. Maybe not, I mean, like not like a break, but maybe you need to go on a date by yourself or go to a movie by yourself or go for a walk and just, sometimes we think when we're lonely, we need to throw ourselves into more people and new people to try to mask that loneliness, but you got to sit in that shit. I mean, that stuff. I'm trying my best not to cuss. You have to sit in that because, look, sitting in those emotions can help you work through them. Help you if you can sit and think deeply about what is going on and why you're feeling this way. I promise you'll move through life way quicker. I mean, not quicker, way better, way smoother. You won't be so bent up because you're gonna have moments. I recently just had a moment. I've currently, let's say I've lost a few friends in the last week and a half or so, and I'm hurt about it a little bit, but like it's life, and maybe we will fix our relationship down the line, and it'll be good. Maybe it won't. But life happens. You know what I'm saying? Arguments happen, disagreements happens, separations happen, and one thing I learned about myself the last year is that I'm a person that has moments. I have moments of depression, moments of severe anxiety, anger. Like I'm just a normal person like everybody else. So when I get upset, I sit in that. I sit in I lay in my bed. If I'm upset for a week, I might lay in my bed, go to work, come home, lay in bed for a week, and get it out of my system so I can get back to doing what I'm supposed to be doing instead of trying to carry that with me and try to ignore it. It doesn't work like that. You know, you can't ignore emotions. You know, you can. It's just going to show up somewhere else. It's going to hurt you somewhere else. So back to being alone. When you're feeling alone, you need to embrace that feeling. Embrace the loneliness, and don't let it be a sign of nobody likes me, nobody wants me, nobody wants to be around me. What's wrong with me? Da, da, da. Don't let those thoughts creep into your mind because they will. They'll try their best to, but it's not an accurate assumption. I could be surrounded by plenty of people. I could be, and I know I'm lovable. I know I could be cared about. And in the past, I have been real hard on myself because I haven't been in a long relationship. My longest relationship was probably like 6 months, right? So I always had this thing about myself, like, oh my God, nobody wants to love me in the long run. Nobody wants to love me for me. But I need to start taking some more credit in that. So recently, in my last little journey of loneliness, I realized I need to take more credit in the fact that, maybe it's me who doesn't want long-term relationships or long-term friendships. Like, maybe it's not everybody else not liking me. Maybe I don't like them as much, or maybe I just don't like the idea of being held down right now. And you know what? That perspective change, which I've been wanting people to do, change perspective, it can literally unlock your mind. It can change the way you view the world. All you need is one little perspective change, and it will change everything. Because look, with that little adjustment, realizing that, you know what? Why is it always them, 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 them? I have power in this. It's not all, it is 50-50. So if something's happening over and over and over again, it sounds like it's more of a me thing than a them thing, you know? So when I'm having periods of loneliness where I want to sit in bed and not do nothing, that's my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, people aren't forcing me into loneliness. I'm not walking down the street. People are running to the opposite side of the street or begging not to be my friend. Like, that's not happening to people. I mean, at least I haven't seen it's not happening to me. So first things first, or second thing, take personal responsibility for your loneliness. Because being lonely is not a bad thing. People, the media and movies and stuff depict being alone or by yourself as a bad thing. You know, and I do say, I'm saying, in the short term, it's not a bad thing. Even in the long term, which we think like a year or two or three, or maybe you're 25 and you never had a girlfriend, or never had a group of friends, 25 years. That's still the short term. Like, when you're 50, 60, 70, yes, you would like to have a companion, or 40, 30. You would like to have friends or a companion, which I agree. You should probably work towards that. But even in those moments, like, even at that age or whatever, there's nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing wrong with having some alone time, having a alone year, alone moment, alone years. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being single, not having any friends at the moment. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lay in bed after you've worked your hard on, you worked your hours, you got paid, after you did everything you're supposed to do. I'm not telling you to, because I'm still working out and stuff, so I'm not telling you to lay in bed or not go anywhere and just suffer. But after you've done the things you need to do, like, I need to go to work, I need to work out, and any other business I gotta handle at this moment, I'll do it. But after that, it's me in my room. It's me in my room until I want to, put myself back out there to, call somebody up, let's go hang out. Or maybe I might go do something with myself, or, you know, because being lonely is not, I don't want anybody to get to the point so lonely that because depression is real. I have waves of depression. I have, you know, big waves of depression. But I'm trying to tell people that don't let the depression and loneliness push you off the deep end together, because they can and it will try. I'm telling people to stop beating themselves up about life, because a lot of this stuff is out of your control. It is. A lot of it, and the stuff that you can control, try your best to control. Everything outside of your control, what other people say or do or whatever, you can't control nobody else but you. So stop worrying about all the other stuff. That also helps you in your loneliness, because you're on your phone scrolling at night. Other people are having fun. They are partying, or they with their girl or whatever. And you looking like, oh my God, why isn't that not me? Stop it. That's loser mentality right there. As soon as you say, why isn't this me? Why can't nice things happen to me? You're defeated. You've defeated yourself. We need to be a little bit more positive. We need to be a little bit more, give some more grace and patience with ourselves in these moments of loneliness and these spaces of loneliness. This is when you need yourself the most. Not when everything is going great, where you got a girl, you got a group of friends, your job is lit, you're making a lot of money, you're traveling, you're doing this and that, or it's just been a really good month, a really good year. That's easy. But you need yourself the most when you gotta start over, when you gotta make hard decisions, and God is putting you, or whatever, it's putting you in a rough place. You need yourself more than ever right now. You know, you need yourself. You need to believe in yourself and give yourself grace and patience to make mistakes and move through certain feelings and emotions. Because if you don't, I'm telling you, you'll pull your hair out and you'll go crazy. So this is less about loneliness and more about changing perspectives. But I do think this is showing, I haven't even watched that video since I posted it, but for people who watch both of them, I hope you can see a difference in a year and a half of mental exercises I've been doing to get to the point where, I could be alone. I ain't did shit. I mean, I ain't did nothing all weekend but chill by myself. Chill in the crib by myself this whole weekend, watching TV, playing the game, and I'm not feeling bad for that. Now, I did have more plans to record and make videos and stuff and write, but I'm not gonna feel bad for enjoying a weekend by myself, and I'm not gonna make myself feel worse because nobody else was here with me. Cause I used to do that, and I used to beg people to come, and people would come. Actually, I didn't even have to beg that much. Like earlier this year, I didn't have to beg. People would come over and hang out with me all the time, And then you realize, like, man, when you really elevate your mental, do I even like these people over here? Do I even want these people in my space? No, I don't. I'm so afraid of being alone that I would have anybody come over if I could. That's what I used to think. But now, the higher mindset, you gotta earn coming over here. You gotta earn being in my life. This isn't a free subscription. It's annual. You gotta keep paying to stay here. I can't just have people stay here for free and be around me for free, but offering me nothing. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, like, you gotta mean something to me to stay here. And there's people right now in the last week and a half. There's people who mean the most to me, but I have to remove myself from them because right now I got love for them. I got real love for them. But right now, I just can't have them in my life right now. And when I can, hopefully they'll open the space back up for me. If they won't, I'll understand. But right now in my life, I need I needed a new group of people around me, and that old group, nothing wrong with them. I love them to death. I'll do anything for them. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do at times. Um. So yeah, for anybody dealing with any emotional, mental issues, you know, keep working hard, keep thinking, keep self-reflecting, and write if you can. Read, spend at least an hour, 30 minutes a day, just processing emotions. Because if you don't, I promise you, it will throw you off the deep end. You gotta get some of that off your chest. And you gotta replay, and it can't always be about them. It gotta be about, you gotta have some accountability. Because it's always about them. You're gonna think somebody has something bigger, something greater, is holding something against you. But really, you're making mistakes and you're not holding yourself accountable. And one thing about me, I'm always gonna hold myself accountable. I've made plenty of mistakes. And you know what? And I used to beat myself up for them. But I would give myself grace and patience to say, you know what, you can make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. What are you gonna do now? So more videos will be coming soon. I'm actually really liking how this went, even though I rambled, but I feel like this was a pretty good video. If I say so myself. It's been 15 minutes. Follow me on TikTok at j A-B-R, wait, J.A-B-A-R-I. Basically Jabari with a dot after the J. Instagram is the Jabari Show. But also I have a second account that's J dot, da 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 da. Yeah, follow me on those two things, TikTok, Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Like the video, if you will. And I plan on posting content. This it feels like maybe even daily. I might post quick things like this daily, but I'm trying to get my cinematography bag and get like some real good, feel good content out there for people like myself. And I want to put more effort into those videos because these little videos like this, I don't think it's enough effort for the consumer to really want to stick around. But I do plan on doing some serious, vlog / documentary type videos. And in the future, if you made it this far, thank you for tuning in. I love you for supporting me and just watching these videos and liking them. I hope you come back around. Check out other videos on my page to see the growth. But thank you for watching, and my name is Jabari, and